Hi, everyone. It's Adriana Monique Alvarez. I'm the founder of Alma Publishing, and I'm so excited to be talking about the Ignite Your Dream Summit that is coming up starting next Monday. And Eleanor, I'm so glad you could join me. How are you?
Hi, Adriana. I'm wonderful. Although we have so much snow here, I think I always tell you that when we speak here. Like, this is so much snow. Yeah, so it's snowing and snowing and snowing. So I'm not gonna stay here another year.
Yeah, you're like, I'm moving out. Yeah, I know. I do feel like that's what we talk about. And it's been crazy because it's been so little snow here. Actually, we all are convinced that it's just spring, and so we're moving on to the next season because
Oh,
it's barely snowed. So, who knows? Now, I want to. Can we give a little backstory to all this, because you were meant to be on the summit and we just, we could not coordinate. I know that you had some challenges, you've had some detours, but of course, just in true Eleanor fashion, you're back at it. And so one of the things that I'm excited to do is have you on Friday. So if everyone goes to igniteyourdreamsummit.com on Friday, on my closing session, which is the February 21st, Eleanor has agreed to do like a healing session and just a beautiful way to close out our time together. So, Eleanor, tell people about the work that you do and all of those superpowers that you've got.
yeah, the superpowers. Well, I am a healer, but I'm also mostly energy worker and an energy practitioner because you can use it in so many different ways. I use it as healing. I use it in my company. I use it in my books. I use it in my magazines that I also create. So you can do it in so many ways. And I teach people about energy control, which is how to control your energy field so that you don't leak so much energy and you're not taking in so much of everyone else's energy in your energy field. Because otherwise, if you're not aware of that, you're going to be entangled into everyone else all the time. And especially if we have a company that we want to be successful with, that is something we have to be aware of. I mean, I want my company to be in my energy. So with the session that I'm doing as a closing session there, I am actually going to do some energy work when it comes to energy control and to make sure that everyone is centered in their energies and having really strong boundaries so that they can focus correctly on what they want and to actually achieve it. So that's my gift.
I love this because I agree with you. I want my business to have my energy. I mean, it's really an extension of us. It's part of. Yeah, this is also part of how we attract people who are right for our energy or compatible. Right, we're in alignment. So what happens when people aren't there, when they're taking on everybody else's energy? What does that look like? What happens in the business?
First of all, they are not going to be successful. That's one of the things. They are not going to create the success that they want to achieve. They are also going to be all of these different, what's it called? In Swedish, it's called utmattningstillstånd, and I'm from Sweden. It's when you get tired, exhausted. And that is also why I actually don't find the word, because I was ill in September, not by that, but I actually had COVID, so I'm still getting healthy and better after that. But what can happen is that when you are getting entangled into everyone else's emotions, feelings, thoughts, you're not only going to get drained, but you are going to get entangled so that you don't really get your own inner core through. Because when you are that entangled into everyone else's energies, you're very, very hard to read. Yeah.
Such a good point. So they can't pick up who you really are.
They can't pick up who you are. They can't pick up your message. You can't get through on social media. You can't get through like this. And that's so important to really focus on. And of course, I mean, we have this core message that we want to talk about when we speak to people. I mean, the elevator pitch and everything. But it all comes back to the inner core of you, the inner core value, and just stay there and own your voice. Use be everything that you are. And I mean, we've spoken about this before. I mean, own your history, own everything. So I think it's a big part of this.
Yeah, it's so true. It's interesting because when we begin to deny aspects of us that we think maybe that's not as good, or maybe that would hinder our business, it actually hurts us, right? It's when we can bring it all to what we do and who we are and how we present ourselves. It's not just about picking out the parts that we think others would admire or appreciate. And this is what I love about you. This is what you teach and what you embody, is like, bring it all and just let the chips fall where they may, because that's the clearest voice. That's the clearest, purest energy that you can have, especially if you're online, because otherwise it becomes very diluted.
Yeah, and I think that's so important, because if we always think about how everyone else is going to think or feel about what we say or write or anything, I mean, we're never gonna do the things we came here to do. So it was a long time ago that I just said, fuck it, I don't care anymore. I can't. I mean, I can't put my energy into that. And that's also interesting, because almost all my clients that has these kind of problems, they have different kind of traumas in their childhood, either abusive or narcissistic, or anything that comes from not having healthy boundaries.
So interesting. And I just have to say, if you are stuck in people pleasing, if you edit yourself, if you censor yourself, if you water yourself down, if you tiptoe around the tulips, you need to go hang out with Eleonor, because she brings everything full strength, and she has completely decided, you know what, I don't do that anymore. And so I think that's what it's about, is finding people who have got there, who have mastered it, who practice it, and go stand a little closer to them. Go watch how they show up. And Eleonor is like the best example of that. So thank you, Eleonor, for, being here. I know we are so happy to have you in the closing ceremony. It's going to be a very special gift. I invite everyone to go get registered. It's a free event, igniteyourdreamsummit.com. And you'll see the two of us on Friday, the 25th. All right, Eleonor. Well, until we meet again, here's to, keeping it badass. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.